I'm very, very pleased with their remarks on the report, but this is a credit to the whole team, not just to me. I mean, there's a lot of people involved in preparing a referendum or an election, and this just goes to show that we have a very good team here in Gibraltar that will actually help to prepare it, and then we have all the staff that go out to the stations during the day and the counting people at night. So it's credit to everybody involved in the running of an election.
Not just impressed with the last referendum, they were also very impressed with the last set of recommendations they made back in 2019. Take us through some of those recommendations, and they seem to be quite impressed in how quickly they were affected.
Well, we try to be as proactive as possible, and as soon as we got sight of their report, then one of the things that was looking at was an aid to people with impaired vision, how we could assist them. And we looked at using tactile voting devices, which they had recommended as well, and which we've implemented for this referendum.
The report's just been published. There's a number of recommendations for future referendum and elections. Amongst them, there's a concern about the electoral registration process, and also some concern about ballot papers and the official markings. Take us through those recommendations they're making.
Yes, of course. Well, look, yes, I will look at them, but as regards the registration process, going forward, we don't foresee much of a problem. The problems will arise solely when there are a referendum in place and you have to take a different register for the referendum. But going forward for general elections, there's only one register and one criteria. So it doesn't really concern me very much. As regards the question of the official mark, well, look, the law dictates that we have to have an official mark, and we'll just refine the way that we ask for people to show the official mark in the course of training, and anything that will be rectified by further training further on.
Now, they also mentioned something like family voting. They say it's a very low incidence in Gibraltar. They have some concerns about that, and they encourage staff to take a more proactive approach to prevent family voting. What can you tell us about that?
Well, as you say, they are not really concerned about it because, as they have raised it, it's a very, very low incidence. The percentage that they raise is not much. Yes, it happens. It happens basically a lot with older generations, where Gibraltar is a very tightly knit community, and older generations will tend to go together, husband and wife, and they'll try and assist each other, which is not really what the letter of the law says. And would be more proactive in our training and try to make sure it really does, the little that is there doesn't happen at all.